Welcome to our adventure eating around the world in Epcot at Disney World. In this video, we will be sharing with you our favorite dishes from various countries represented in the World Showcase. While it's impossible to try everything in one day, we'll be giving you a glimpse of the unique options available. Having visited Epcot over the years, we've had the opportunity to explore and savor several of the delicious cuisines from different parts of the globe. So join us as we take you on a journey through the World Showcase, highlighting some of the best dishes from around the world that you won't want to miss.
Epcot is a unique theme park located in Orlando, Florida, that offers an unparalleled cultural experience through its World Showcase. Here you can explore the diverse cultures of 11 different countries, each with their own distinct cuisine and ambiance. From the savory spices of Morocco to the sweet treats of France, Epcot offers a global culinary adventure that will leave you with unforgettable memories.
Going clockwise around the World Showcase, the first pavilion you come to is Mexico. While there are both sit-down and quick service dining options in Mexico, we've personally only eaten at La Cantina de San Angel, which is a quick service Mexican restaurant. While we would love to go back for a proper meal sometime, I have tried the tacos de pollo, and they were very delicious. For quick service, I thought they were very well done. The chicken had a great flavor, but I didn't care for the excess cilantro on the top. Overall, it was a really good quick service meal.
I've also tried their churros in the past, and they were okay, but they're pretty much just your average churro.
Next up is my personal favorite pavilion, which is Norway. There are two dining options here, a character dining experience or the Kringla Bakery, which is where our favorite Norwegian treats are found. I grew up eating lefse that my grandma made, so to see that they had lefse on the menu made me very happy. While this wasn't as good as grandma's lefse, it was still very good, and it brought back many happy memories of my childhood. If you've never had lefse, it is a potato-based flatbread that is usually rolled with something sweet like cinnamon, sugar, and butter. It's not overly sweet, but in my opinion, it's a must-try at the Norwegian Pavilion.
School bread has been one of our favorite treats at this Norwegian bakery for as long as I can remember. The bread itself is sweet with a hint of spice, and the vanilla custard filling is rich and so creamy. It's topped with a generous amount of toasted coconut, which adds a really nice crunch. This school bread is typically served chilled as well, making it a refreshing and satisfying snack on a hot day. I really enjoyed it, and it continues to be one of my favorite Epcot eats. I also tried the apple cake this time, which was new for me, and I was pleasantly surprised. This cake features a moist cinnamon spiced cake base, topped with tender apple slices and a sweet buttery caramel topping. It was sweet but not overpowering, and the apples were cooked perfectly, and the caramel drizzle was the perfect way to top off this pastry.
There weren't very many gluten-free options at this bakery, so I tried the rice pudding, and it was delicious. It was creamy and full of flavor, and the strawberry sauce on top made it even better.
The first thing I tried was the Norwegian Kringla. This pretzel-shaped pastry is served with a chocolate drizzle. The pastry itself was light and fluffy and had a slightly chewy texture. The chocolate topping was the perfect complement, adding a subtle sweetness and nicely balancing out this pastry. Verdon's best cake translates to world's best cake in English, and this dessert definitely lives up to its name. It is a traditional Norwegian cake that consists of a light and fluffy vanilla sponge cake layered with creamy custard and topped with an almond meringue. This cake is not too sweet and has a perfect balance of flavors and textures. It is often served chilled and pairs perfectly with Christoph Cafe, which is our next item.
As you are aware of by now, I am a huge coffee fan, so I was excited to try this frozen coffee. It was a little bit stronger on the chocolate flavor rather than the coffee flavor, and the chocolate was more of a darker chocolate. The chocolate crunch garnish did add a delightful crunch to the drink, and it also enhanced the coffee chocolate flavor. If you are looking for a chocolatey iced coffee drink to enjoy at Epcot, I highly recommend this one.
Continuing on, you'll come to the beautiful country of China, which in our opinion is one of the most immersive pavilions in World Showcase. There are 4 dining options here, most of which we haven't tried yet, but they're on our list. I stopped by the Lotus Blossom Cafe for a quick snack. I ordered both the pork egg rolls and the chicken pot stickers. They were honestly both amazing. I loved how crunchy and flavorful the egg rolls were. They were fried perfectly, and I added a little bit of the sweet and sour sauce, which made them even better. The chicken pot stickers were just as good as the egg rolls, if not even better. These dumplings were perfection. The filling was delicious, and they were lightly crispy on the outside. They came with a dipping sauce that I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was really good. I highly recommend trying either one of these snacks next time you're in the China Pavilion.
The next pavilion you'll come to is the Germany Pavilion. The first thing you'll encounter is the magnificent smell of fresh caramel wafting from the caramel kusha. While there are multiple dining options in Germany, our favorite is definitely this caramel shop. The first thing I tried here was the Werther's Caramel Mickey Marshmallow coated in milk chocolate. This sweet snack consists of a fluffy marshmallow shaped like Mickey Mouse coated in a layer of creamy milk chocolate and drizzled in caramel. It's a great option for those with a love of chocolate and caramel and is a fun and playful treat to enjoy while exploring the Germany Pavilion in Epcot. And who doesn't love a treat shaped like Mickey Mouse?
In my opinion, the best thing at the German Pavilion is their freshly made Werther's Original Caramel Popcorn. It combines the amazing flavor of Werther's caramel with the salty, crispy popcorn, and it's one of the best popcorn snacks you will ever try. If you've never had Werther's caramel, you're missing out. It has a tremendous buttery flavor combined with a smooth and chewy texture, and it is truly some of the best caramel I've ever had. We love this caramel popcorn so much that we usually purchase extra to take home with us. In the past, we've also tried the German sausages and soft pretzels in Germany, and both are amazing.
On to Italy. There are numerous quick service and sit-down restaurants in Italy, but surprisingly enough, we've never eaten anything but gelato here. Let us know in the comments below if you've tried any of the restaurants in Italy and which ones we should try in the future.
Continuing through to the center of the World Showcase, you'll come to the American Adventure Pavilion, which is the largest pavilion with classic favorites like funnel cakes and barbecue. Once again, there are multiple dining options here, but our can't miss recommendation is a jumbo turkey leg at the Fife and Drum Tavern. These are way better than your typical theme park turkey legs. I feel like they're even better than the turkey legs at Disneyland in California. They are super flavorful and make for a great snack.
The next two pavilions are Japan and Morocco. Both are absolutely beautiful pavilions, and while we've spent a good amount of time exploring them, once again, we have not eaten at any of these restaurants. So please drop your suggestions in the comments for Japan and Morocco.
Next up is France, which is one of our absolute favorites. There are an abundant amount of places to eat here, but we recommend making a beeline straight to Leal Boulangerie Patisserie near the back of the pavilion. This quick service authentic French bakery has some of the most delicious treats you'll find in all of Disney World. From savory sandwiches to sweet pastries, there is no shortage of options to choose from. Baguettes are a staple at the France Pavilion and are a must-try for anyone looking to experience authentic French bread. What makes these baguettes so amazing is the crispy crust and the soft and fluffy interior. These are exactly like the real baguettes I had in Paris and were simply heavenly. I absolutely love bread, and this is one of my favorites of all time. The next thing I tried was a beignet filled with chocolate and hazelnut, and it was so good. The beignet was light and fluffy and was fried to perfection, and the decadent and creamy hazelnut chocolate in the center was amazing. It was coated in a light dusting of powdered sugar, making it even sweeter. If you enjoy beignets, this one is exceptionally good, and you should definitely try it.
I tried the chocolate croissant. If you've never had a real European croissant, you are missing out. And these croissants are as close to authentic European croissants as I've ever had. The croissant was buttery and flaky, and with the addition of the chocolate in the center, it was truly amazing. In fact, it was one of my favorite things that I tried the entire day.
One of my favorite sweets of all time are fruit tarts. I ordered one of their strawberry tarts and it did not disappoint. The vanilla cream was so delicious and the fresh strawberries on top added a slight tartness that balanced the sweet. My only complaint was that the tart shell was a little too soft from sitting in the case. The next thing I tried was the lime raspberry macaron. While this is an absolutely beautiful dessert, I must warn you that it is quite tart. If you like sour desserts, I'm sure you'll love it, but it was a little bit too much for me.
I've never been to the country of France, but this creme brulee was the best I've ever found. The custard was perfectly creamy and the caramelized sugar had the perfect crunch to it. If you are a big creme brulee fan like I am, don't skip out on ordering this one. The next thing I tried was the chocolate mousse. Honestly, the chocolate mousse was very rich, almost too rich. I didn't care for the crunchy topping that they added, but I did enjoy the chocolate and the overall texture of this dessert.
Moving on from France, you will cross the Pont des Arts Bridge and make your way into the United Kingdom. While we didn't spend any time there on our most recent trip, we have stopped at the Yorkshire County Fish Shop in the past and can attest to how authentic and amazing the fish and chips are.
The last pavilion is the Canadian Pavilion. Canada has a handful of dining options, including a delicious steakhouse and a few quick service kiosk stands.
We were lucky enough to find pineapple Dole Whip near the Canadian Pavilion, which is rare for Epcot. Usually this amazing treat is only available in Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, but it's one of our favorites, so we were really excited to find it here at Epcot during the Flower and Garden Festival. During this festival, it is located at the Pineapple Promenade Outdoor Kitchen. If you've never tried it, pineapple Dole Whip is a smooth and creamy pineapple ice cream. Our favorite way to have it is served as a float in pineapple juice, but this time we just had the plain pineapple Dole Whip ice cream. Either way, it's delicious, and anytime you get a chance to try this Dole Whip, take our advice and do it.
Let us know in the comments below which of these foods you are most excited to try, and watch our video about another awesome Epcot restaurant called Space 220 next.